I did not see that thing. Jack, you know what's stronger than you? 50 potions! Tried to cast Engulf, but it didn't work. Oh my god. I might have to just sit back and spam 400 fireballs. I'm getting just even when he's time slowed, I'm getting just chain stunned when I get near him. I cannot play the game. That's just 9 damage. That's not gonna cut it. Phase 2. Now he's Big Jack. Oh god. Oh, I lost target. Nice. Now I'm fireballing just off to the right. And I lost target again. Every time I dodge, I lose target lock. I don't know what just happened behind me. I couldn't even see. But I lost a lot of health. Spikes. Couldn't see the spikes because the target lock is required in order to hit him while he's floating. I still don't see any spikes. I just see like little splashes behind me. Okay, he's still moving at normal speed while he's time slowed, but his projectiles are slowed down, so that's good. I think you have a VFX bug. I don't know which one you're referring to, but I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, you mean how the attacks are invisible? Oh, that maybe. I want to remind you guys that to dodge, I have to press mouse button 4 and a directional movement. So I like D mouse button 4. And then the target lock breaks. So I have to look at him and press spacebar to redo target lock. Then fire some spells, and then D mouse button 4 to dodge again, and then face him in spacebar to lock again. That's what I'm having to do right now. Which is why I am playing like crap. And now I'm getting hit by invisible spikes I can't see. I'm really glad that when we had that fight at the arena, that I bought like 500 potions, well, like 50 potions of each type. Otherwise, I don't think I could do this. Because I am just tearing through potions like crazy right now just to force this. Whew. I will say, Sister's whole getup looks really awesome. I think her design is pretty sweet looking.
The choice I spoke of so long ago. Strike me down now with the sword of Aeons, and you will become as powerful as Jack dreamt of being.
What? Why is that necessary?
Cast it into the vortex, and its darkness will be gone forever. So what will you do, little brother?
That guy just had the sword, and I beat him by spamming rank 2 fireball. The sword is clearly a piece of shit. We're just throwing it away. It's garbage. Yeah, it's trash. It's clearly the fable about the sword is more than it was cracked up to be. It was inflated over time.
They're both where they belong now. Lost forever.
Didn't even read the stats?
It's time I found where I belong.
There's nothing left to hit with it except her, so it doesn't matter. Jack's mask. Battle Jack of Blades.
The hero had triumphed over Jack of Blades.
It's loud again.
And forsaken
Sorry, I can't
the dark
adjust this.
power of the sword. When he stepped outside into daylight, the crowds cheered his name. He walked among them as a legend. As the months passed, the guild and its people would recover. Walls would be rebuilt and order restored. For Teresa, it would not be so easy. She retreated to distant lands, where a lifetime of wounds might be allowed to heal.
So we don't even get to hang out with our sister?
With Jack gone, Albion returned to something approaching peace. And for once, the greatest of all heroes was able to rest.
One year later.
Hero, I'm sorry to disturb you, but we're receiving a message from Scythe, one of our oldest heroes.
Oh yeah, we saw him at the beginning of the game. He was
left the
undead.
guild for the Northern Wastes long ago, but now... Perhaps it would be best if you came to the boasting platform outside the guild and saw for yourself.
The boasting platform I never got to work.
Check the guild for more quests. You've received a new quest card.
Where's my weapon? Oh, it probably unequipped it when it briefly showed me throw the sword into the thingy. There we go. Right to quest. Wait, what? Halo? No, I don't have a Halo. Blind Muck is up. What do you mean Blind Muck? Look. Oh, okay, that's not blind. It's not there the whole time. Look, if I'm moving around, it's not there. So I have to hold completely still for it to materialize. Kind of surprised. Because, I did some evil stuff, but it was like when you killed undead, it, like, gave you back good boy points. So it was like, I got so many good boy points from killing undead that it offset all the bad stuff I did. Dude, wait, how do you freaking get out of here? Like, I'm... There, okay. God, I had to hit tab. I had to hit tab on the door again.
Many have died.
Alright.
I believe these creatures are known as summoners. My mission here has failed. I will attempt to stop their passage to the mainland. But I require assistance. The strongest among you must open the primal demon door close to this podium. It holds the fire heart. Only the chosen one will gain audience with the prophets. Use the heart to call the ship of the drowned. Hurry, before all is lost.
Oh, and then
Scythe? Scythe!
he died right then.
We've lost him. Scorn!
Who's
The
Scorn?
demon door awoke this morning, but none of us could get through. It says we're not worthy.
It is up to you, hero. You defeated Jack single-handedly. If it will not
I
open
used two
for
hands.
you-
The man's got a point. I'll stick to my speciality and hit the books. We need to know what these summoners are. Good luck.
Mini quests allow you to boast on how you will complete... Wait, what? This is the tutorial from the beginning of the game. Oh my god. Hi.
You bear the mask of Jack of Blades. The prophets had foreseen the coming of such a legend among heroes. The rise of the summoners in the northern wastes marks the arrival of a new
Oh my god.
We have long dreaded this portent. Behind my walls lies the Fireheart. There, you will speak to the prophets who watch over it. You may enter now, but beware the beating of the heart. It has burned many before you.
So are we like in a DLC now? Like, is this like post-based game?
We are the prophets of the Fireheart.
It was your destiny to seek us out, hero.
The beast arises in the frozen north. Only he who claims the heart can
You already
stop
beat
him.
Fable Vanilla? Oh
Its
shit, okay.
mystical powers will guide you.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's do a review time. Alright, so Fable. So that was Fable. We played that because a whole bunch of folks did the vote on the game recommendations webpage, and they wanted to see us try it out. And, you know, I am a man of the people, for the people, by the people, Eagle. So I was like, okay, yeah, I will absolutely do that for you guys. So I tried it out. So I had never played Fable before now. I had heard of it. I've heard lots of things about it. Going into it, I thought that I was going to, like, probably be cool with it. Because, you know, it's a fantasy RPG, swords, magic, stuff like that. I was like, yeah, I'll probably like this. Got into it. I would say the first 75% of it was the best part. There was definitely some jank. But the game largely was so slow paced that the jank was fine. Like, okay, yeah, dodging was, you know, D spacebar mouse button 4, but I didn't have to dodge much, so it wasn't a huge deal, you know? Target lock was really fickle because it could target lock my own minions or a random friendly NPC, so that was dissuasive toward wanting to use target lock. But most fights I could get by without it, so it wasn't a huge deal. So in the last like 25% of the game, it started throwing some fights at me that were actually a bit challenging, and I had to use everything at my disposal, such as dodging and target locking. By the way, every time you dodged, it broke target lock. So then it was kind of like the holes started to show, and it became, it went from like zero frustration to really high frustration very quickly, because it's like every fight I needed to be able to use these buttons that were just like a major pain. On top of that, the thing that can carry, in my eyes, a game that has like jank gameplay, okay, for me, I wasn't a huge fan of the gameplay of Yakuza. I loved the story. The story made me go all the way to the end. This game, it was like, the story was, some guys burn down your village, this random dude rescues you, he raises you as a hero, you're doing hero quests, that's 75% of the game. Then you find out your sister's alive, and that was really interesting to me. That was really exciting. I did not realize she handed me the book. I totally missed that. So then a whole bunch of stuff happened, and I was really confused, and because the book never came, like the information that was in the book. By the way, the book didn't have a freaking scroll bar. That was infuriating. The information that was in the book didn't ever come up in a cutscene or in a conversation. It was just so, and that's partly on me. But also, I'm kind of shocked that was like that important lore bombshell never came up in anything that was like audible. So totally missed out on like what was going on there. And then it turned out the big plot of the whole game is you're born in an extra special bloodline. You're an extra special boy, and your blood can open these locks. And it was just like, that's it? And then it's like, and if he opens the lock, he gets a sword and he can take over the world. And I was just like, wow, that's really shallow. Like, I'm sorry. Again, this game was made like, what, 21 years ago? But the lore, like the actual like lore, the reasoning behind everything was so shallow. And like when I got out of jail after being locked up for a year, and I got back to the guild hall, and no one had anything to say about me being gone for a year and showing up covered in scars, that really irked me. Like, the guy's like, oh, you should check the guild table for more missions. And I was just like, really? You have nothing to say about me just showing back up after a year. And then even then, like the whole break out of jail thing was like, you win a race, you're invited to the warden's office where he unhandcuffs you, turns his back on you, and reads poetry, allowing you time to rummage around his office. Really? Really? Like, what? Like, I don't know. Just like the last 5 hours, the storytelling was just so like, what are you freaking talking about? Like, are you crazy with this? There was probably some convoluted way to scroll the book. I don't know. They probably just assumed you're on a mission and got some 6 scars for over a year. In fairness, it was designed for a controller, and yeah, maybe I don't know. It possibly was, but again, the story is a separate thing. But yeah, it was just like you probably noticed, like for up until like halfway through tonight's stream, I was doing side quests, like tons of them. I did every side quest at the table except the one that was like go kill the farmers or whatever, because I didn't want to. I wanted to be good. And then there was a couple side quests in the town that I hadn't figured out yet. Like one was get a haircut, and I just didn't want to get a haircut. And then one was like find 4 blue mushrooms. I still hadn't figured out the other blue mushrooms yet. I was still working on that. But once we got to that part of the story with like the big wizard battle and like just how incredibly jank the whole fight was, like the final boss was firing invisible bullets at me. Like you guys said, it was a VFX thing. You guys saw it too. So it was, and again, it's an old game. I recognize that it's an old game, but it was just like it felt like the thing was falling apart. Twice today the game crashed on me and I had to relaunch the game, and twice today I got stuck in spots and had to reload the game because I couldn't get out of the spot I was stuck in. So I honestly, I just felt like the world was falling apart around me, and I just needed to get through it as fast as I freaking could. And that was kind of the feeling I was left with at the end. It was the whole thing. It was just like, it was a sand castle that was falling apart, and I needed to run through it as quickly as possible and get to the finish line. And yeah, that's it. Up until that point, if I'm grading it just on the 75% up to that point, the graphics, well, at the very beginning, the graphics were really like haunting. When it showed you as a kid and like the other children, and they had their giant heads, like it looked like you had bobblehead elixir all the time. that was kind of haunting. But then after that, they kind of had a charm to them. It was cool watching your character grow and stuff like that. When I first got to the level up thing and I saw like the wide selection of abilities and stuff you could level up with, I thought that was really cool. I thought that was a really neat way of doing it. Then like the Whisper was really annoying. Like I feel like she was supposed to be like a rival or something to you, but it was just like I 100 to 0'd her every single time we had a contest, and then like when I joined the farmers to fight the bandits, she joined the bandits to fight me, and it just like laughed it off, and I was like, what the hell? Yeah, so there was a few weird encounters with her, which is why I had no problem just like offing her, because I just wanted to no longer see her anymore. So she was a very hateable character. That's the story of the Chicken Chaser's clothes. Yeah, the Chicken Chaser thing, that was weird. So yeah, I know there was quite a few pieces of the story or of the game that I never touched, such as like home ownership. Like Asen said some truly haunting things in chat. Like he's like, oh yeah, if you go in that house and you kill that guy and then you marry his wife so that you can adopt as the kid, then you can kick the wife and the kid out of the house, and then you can rent the house out to other people and make passive income. I was just like, what? So yeah, I know there's some features of the game I didn't use, but it's all right. It's all right. But yeah, there we go. We finally tried Fable. It was all right for about 75% of it. Then I kind of felt like it was falling apart, and I just rushed to finish it as fast as I could. And yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So yeah, I had no inclination to play the DLCs or anything like that. You probably noticed that by how quickly I tried to close the game. But that's it. Do you want to hear why apples are broken? Sure. Tell me anything you want about the game. I'm done. Fable 2 next. I'll do that after I do the third game in the Assassin's Creed trilogy I started a couple years ago. Let's see. It's how the game works. You can buy pretty much any old house, but then you have to get rid of the old owners first, and then you rent them out. Next time Amok streams Mass Effect 2. Oh my gosh, video cam's fine. I'm waiting to hear about the apples. See what they say. Let's see. Why? I'm actually curious. Let's see. Merchants scale price by volume. If you get enough apples, you can buy all the ones off of them cheap and sell all of them to the merchant again for profit. Oh, it's like a money loop? Oh, okay. Yeah, the inventory... Another thing was the game had no mouse sensitivity, and when I opened the game up, my mouse sensitivity would change drastically. It felt like I was moving the mouse through oatmeal, and that was kind of annoying too. And so any menus, like the inventory, the shop screens and stuff like that, were very, very sluggish. That was when we crashed twice today. The 2 crashes we had today was in the menus. So definitely didn't want to play around in those menus. It's more than necessary. But okay, yeah, I'm sorry we kind of blasted through near the very end there, but that was it. That was it. By the way, Mug, for modded Skyrim, is it special edition or no? My Skyrim is this. Last played 2018, 7 years ago. So I have this one. That's what I got. All right. What's up, buddy? What's up? I saw you adjusting. Look at him, chat. He's like, yes. All right. Well, as I said, we blasted through the ending of Fable there, but overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the journey. Definitely an aged game when it's falling apart a little bit. Maybe some patches would have fixed it, but I worked with what I had. With that.